Hi everyone, welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Steven.
I'm Minnie.
And today's date is February 16th. We're going to still be covering pages 34 to 37 with Business English.
那今天我们2月16号一样在34到37页商用英文的部分，我们今天要继续来进行讲这个职场请假。
Right, so yesterday we were going over a dialogue between Miss Barnes and Lucas. So we're going to continue with dialogue B, where Miss Barnes stops by Lucas's office on his last day of work before his trip.
所以呢，在卢卡斯出发的前一天，最后一天的上班日，这个他的主管巴恩斯女士顺道到卢卡斯的办公室来。
So that sounds really scary. I'm really worried what she's going to say. I don't know. Maybe she's just going to say have a good time. But the thing is, when I hear like a supervisor or a boss stopping by my office,
definitely
I'm like,
something's going to happen.
Yeah, it must mean either good news or bad news. All right, let's find out.So Miss Barnes, she starts the dialogue by saying, Hey, Lucas, are you ready for your big trip?
Hey, Lucas, 准备好你重要旅行了吗？
So it sounds like she's being very friendly, right? So maybe there's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
But obviously it really depends on how she says it. Because if she's like, Hey, Lucas, are you ready for your big trip?
有点挑衅那种感觉。这个旅行啊，请8天假嘛
对，
旅行准备好了吗？
对，没错，就是有一种那么长的一个假，是不是？Oh, you ready for your big trip? 你看，就是强调把那个 big 拉长一点，然后就是强调一点的话，就会可以听得出好像有一点讽刺的感觉。但是，我们就先往有意的方式来去想。Maybe she's being very friendly, right?
Okay.
All right. So Lucas says, Yes.I'm a bit nervous, but I can't wait to see my friend.
所以 Lucas 这边讲说，yes 准备好了，我有点紧张，但我等不及要跟我的朋友见面了。
So I can't wait to do something, 就是你迫不及待要去做一个东西。I can't wait to teach with Minnie. 就是我每次还没有碰到 Minnie 老师之前，就很期待可以跟他一起就是来教课。Alright, 那他就后来说一句 It's been years.
已经好多年没见了。
没错，所以这个3个字就是很久没有做一件事情。It's been a long time. 已经过了很久了，还没有做这个事情。那他只是说 It's been years. 其实在后面可以加 It's been years since I've seen him.Yeah. Okay, so that's just one of our ways of saying that a long time has gone by since something has been done. Okay, so then Miss Barnes says, Well, here comes the bad news.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to be a killjoy, but did you by any chance finish the sales report we assigned to you for this month?
他说但我不想扫兴。这个 kill joy 其实就是把 kill 杀掉什么东西 joy 就是开心嘛对不对？所以 kill joy 扫兴。但这个月指派给你的这个业绩报表不知道你完成了没啊
So don't forget your responsibilities before you go to vacation.
责任很重要。
Alright, so 他说的这个 I hate to be a 这个就是意思是说我很后悔要当成这样的角色，但是我必须要当这个角色的意思。Okay, usually when you say I hate to be a 怎么样怎么样you already know that bad news is coming. Yeah, so it's just a really good way for us to ready someone for bad news. Okay, so in this situation, she says, I hate to be a killjoy. 那 Minnie 老师刚刚解释非常好 killjoy 呢就是一个 anti-fun 的一个人，他就是有好玩还是娱乐的还是很愉快，
我就要给他破坏掉，
破坏掉，把他杀掉。Okay, so 这是一种人。Okay, she is a killjoy. That means that this person doesn't like to see other people happy. Okay, she's not happy, so she doesn't like to make other people happy. Now, there's actually another word that's quite familiar that I think we can learn as well, which is
pooper?
A party pooper. That is one. Or a party pooper is also a buzzkill.
Buzzkill.
Okay, 什么是 buzzkill 呢？就是如果今天大家在 party 当中很开心的时候，突然间呢有一个人讲一句话，让大家的那个心情变得很 down， 这个人呢就会成为一个 buzzkill。 这个跟 killjoy 很像。killjoy 比较是一个人，就他就是不喜欢好玩，他不喜欢快乐。但是 buzzkill 呢，就是可能大家在快乐当中，他讲的一句话让大家心情变 down。Okay? 因为 buzz。What it means in English is kind of like a happy feeling. Oh, I'm so buzzed.
I'm so buzzed.
Yeah, like 就是平常有的时候跟酒有关系，就是你喝了一点酒，
喝点酒就是有点微醺，嗨嗨的这样感觉。
对，那你知道微醺最开心的时候，突然间有个人讲一个很 negative 的东西，让你的心情变得就变下来，就是 buzzkill。Okay, so 要知道这个还蛮好笑的一个，然后蛮常用的一个字。Okay, so.Well, I hate to be a killjoy, but did you by any chance finish the sales report? She could have just said, did you finish the sales report? Because she added a by any chance. Okay, did you 有没有可能你做了这个事情 Okay.
这个主管其实很有礼貌。
She's quite polite.
Yeah.
Yes. So, did you by any chance finish the sales report we assigned to you? So, when something is assigned to someone, that means that they are given this responsibility. Okay? 指派, that's right. So, assign, A-S-S-I-G-N, even though there is a G, the G is silent.
G 不发音，所以我们发 assign.
Now Lucas then replies, yes, ma'am. Okay, let's talk about this first. Yes, ma'am is actually yes, madam. Okay, so that's why we have M-A apostrophe, which is replacing the D, A-M. In America and also a lot of Western countries, we don't really say madam anymore.
Why?
Because it sounds a little too formal. So we usually just say yes, ma'am. But I know a lot of countries, like I think Thailand and I think other places, they'll say yes, madam.
Yes.
Or yes, yeah. Or sometimes I even hear ma'am pronounced like mom. Yes, mom. Yeah, I think in Britain. Yeah, and also countries that have British influences will say it like that as well.
Okay. 所以这边 M-A apostrophe A-M 这个其实它的这个一撇它其实是省略，就是把 D 变成一撇，所以它其实原本是 Madam 女士的意思，但是因为 Madam 听起来有点太生硬了，太正式，所以我们现在都会讲 Ma'am。那因为口音的关系，有一些国家讲起来可能会听起来像妈妈那个字 Mom， 对，所以就是要分清楚。
It is done。
所以他这边就讲啦，完成了，巴恩斯女士对。
There were some additional data that I had to include, which is why I've been so rushed over the past few days.
那我还要再另外增添一些数据，所以这就是为什么我过去这几天才这么的匆忙。
So data 也可以说 data， 你要看每一个人的那个习惯。So additional data 就是多余的一些 data, right? That I had to include. So he had to include this additional information. And then now he's explaining why it took extra time. So that's why he says, which is why I've been so rushed, okay, over the past few days. So this hasn't happened just for 1 day or 2 days. It's happened over the past few days.
就是过去几天都发生的事情，不是一两天而已。
Thankfully, I was able to finish the draft this morning.
还好，今天早上我搞定了初步的报告。这边 thankfully 就是有点谢天谢地的感觉，所以我们中文可以翻译成还好。
So what does it mean to be able to do something?
That means you can do something. 可以做什么事情？
可以做某个事情，没错。So he was able to finish. 他可以完成 the draft. So the draft is usually the first or second version of something before it is finalized. Okay,
所以在完稿以前的这个初稿或者是草稿，我们就会用 draft.
All right, let's take a short break. Miss Barnes then says, "That's good to hear. Can I look it over?"
真是太好了，我可以查看一下吗？
Right, so you could say, "Can I review it?" Okay, but look it over. It is talking about the draft, and look over something is just to kind of glance at it, look at it, make sure that it's okay, review it. Okay, so that is look over something.
所以这边 look over 比较像是粗略大概翻一下，比较不是详细看的意思。
Then Lucas says, actually, Charlotte is proofreading it for me now.
其实呢 Charlotte 现在正在帮我复查校对。
So Charlotte, even though it starts with CH and traditionally it has a ch sound, in this situation it's pronounced like an S sound. Okay, so Charlotte is proofreading it for me now. So when you proofread something, usually it's you're given a draft. It's usually not the finalized version, okay? And then you're looking over to see if there are any mistakes or anything that needs to be taken out or anything that needs to be added, okay? And usually it's like a written piece, like an essay, or it can be like a novel, or in this situation it can be something to do with data, like with numbers and stuff. So Charlotte is looking over this draft to make sure there are no mistakes.
所以在这边我们用 proofreading 这个字，我们就可以知道它其实也不是最终完成的成品。那通常我们会说 proofreading 都是在针对一些文书的部分，例如像文章、小说，或者是我们刚刚讲的这种报表类的，我们就可以说去检查，快速的看一下有没有什么错误，我们就可以用 proofreading.
And Lucas then asks, is it urgent? I can give you the draft.
所以 Lucas 就又问这个 Miss Barnes 说，那你这个报告很急迫吗？那我可以先给你草稿。
Okay, so urgent, this adjective is something I feel like everybody should learn, because then if you see the word urgent, you know that you need to do it right away. Okay, sometimes emails, business emails, might have the word urgent. Okay, this means that it needs your attention right away. Okay, this has a time constraint.
所以 urgent 这个字它就是急迫的意思，通常我们在商业英文里面也很常看到这个字，尤其是所谓的急件，上面都会贴一个红色贴纸写 urgent，有没有？所以这个字，当你看到这个字，就代表你要立刻马上去做。
Right, because if they don't write that, people like me will probably slack off. Okay, slack off, S-L-A-C-K, 然后再加 O-F-F, 就是拖延的意思。拖延，一定 I will slack off until forever if you do not tell me it is urgent. Okay.
所以以后要给 Steven 老师的东西全部都写 urgent.
Yeah, but then I might get, like just doesn't affect me anymore. 可能麻木了。Yeah, so don't use it too much. Only use it when it's very necessary.
Okay.
But it is very effective. 非常有效率的方式，逼迫人家马上要回应。All right, then Miss Barnes says, oh, all right, just have her send it to me then.
好的，那请她晚一点传给我就好。
Right, so 她也可以说 oh, all right, have her send it to me then. 加这个 just is just like 强调这个东西是一个轻轻松松可以做的事情。她做完的时候 after Charlotte is finished proofreading the draft, just have her send it to me.
对，顺道请她给我一下。
It's a very easy movement. At the moment, it's not pressing.
现在还不急。
So pressing is just another adjective to mean urgent. That's right. So some people might say, can you please give me a reply as soon as possible? This is a pressing matter. Okay.
所以尽快回复 ASAP as soon as possible. Now this is a pressing matter 就代表这个是一个很紧急的事情，跟我们刚刚学的 urgent 差不多。
Yeah, but the only difference that I can think is I usually see urgent by itself. Like if you said, this is urgent. Okay, there's no noun after that. But if I say pressing, I usually put a noun after pressing. Okay. I wouldn't say, oh, this is very pressing. I wouldn't say that as much. Okay, usually I would say this is a very pressing situation. This is a very pressing matter.
所以用 pressing 后面大部分会再跟一个名词去做使用。很紧急的情况 pressing matter, a pressing situation, 紧急的事情像这样子使用。
Right, but I think it's usually really up to someone's decision. I think everyone has different habits. That's just my habit.
Okay.
I'll need it for a meeting next week and wanted to confirm it was all set before you go.
主管也很细心哦。他说我下礼拜的会议需要用到，只是想要在你离开以前确认所有的事务东西都已经准备好了。
Right, so she said wanted to confirm it was all set. Let's just talk about all set. That means all ready. Okay, so she could say and wanted to confirm it was all ready before you go.
所以 all set 那个 set 其实好像在拍片现场蛮常看到嘛，对不对？那个导演就会说 all set 全部都已经准备好了，可以开拍了，所以就设定好了，准备好了。所以老师刚刚也有讲，可以用 ready ready 这个字就可以了。
Then Lucas says, I'm getting ready to leave the office and head to the airport in about an hour.
我差不多要准备离开公司了，大概1个小时后会出发前往机场。
So about in this sentence, it doesn't mean 关于, right? It means like around, 大概
大约差不多。
So he could say, and head to the airport in around an hour. Okay. Are there any last-minute tasks you need me to carry out?
有什么事项需要我在离开以前最后一刻执行的吗？
So last minute in this sentence is an adjective. And it means something that needs to be done at the last minute. Okay, it needs to be done before the end.
对，
Okay.
最后一刻要完成的事情。
There's also last second too. Okay, it means the same thing, but some people say last second tasks or last
最后一
minute
秒，
tasks.
最后1分钟，他真的其实也不是真的讲最后1分钟，最后1秒，他意思就是真的只是最后一刻，对，最后要完成的事情。
And what is a task? A task is like a responsibility that needs to be
责任
done.
任务。
That's right. And usually tasks are a little bit smaller than assignments. Assignments usually have a lot of tasks involved. Okay, so he's asking, are there any last-minute small things that you need me to do? Okay, because if he said, are there any last-minute assignments, that sounds like it's not something that you can complete in a last-minute situation.
Yeah.
That's right.
所以选字上面要注意，刚刚老师讲的 assignment 它是有点像任务，但是 assignment 里面包含了很多的 task， 所以如果是你真的最后一刻要完成的，选字上面用 task 会比较好一点。
Right, and then also I want to talk about the word task. Let's say the singular form first, because even for native English speakers, when we have like a S and then a consonant and then the plural form, it's a little bit difficult to say. Okay, so let's say the singular form first. Task. Okay, so 有个很明显的 k 来停掉这个字，但 if it's plural， 如果它是复数的话，我们必须后面就是 s， 然后一个很重音，然后再加一个 s， 其实是需要练习的。所以先单数 task， 然后这个 k 后面再加一个 s， 很像蛇一样在动那种感觉，所以 tasks， like that. Right, 所以真的很像是有点漏气那种感觉，有点像气在漏出来，所以就要多练习这种的音，因为它是还蛮常会见的。
对，像 K 跟 S 在一起，还有 T 跟 S 在一起，这两个要多多练习。
Yeah, like how long does it last? Right, 那个 last， 那如果这个 last 变成有 s 在后面，会变 lasts. All right, and then what does it mean to carry out or to carry something out? That means to execute it, okay, or to do. You need me to do. So he could say, are there any last-minute tasks you need me to do? Okay. And then Miss Barnes replies, no, I'll leave you alone so you can get ready.
所以这边 Barnes 就说没有了，那我就让你专心好好准备。
So leave someone alone 就是
远离某人，不要打扰某人的意思。
对，没错。So I'll leave you alone so you can get ready. Have a wonderful trip.
玩得开心哦。
She could also say have a wonderful vacation, right? Just remember to come back, okay?
记得要回来好吗？
Yeah, don't have so much fun that you forget to come back. This is obviously just a joking way to say have a good time. I know you're going to have a good time. So just remember to come back. 别忘记要回来这个动作，因为太好玩了。And Lucas ends the dialogue by saying, Of course.
当然咯。
All right, so let's go to the review. Minnie 老师 what does it mean to say, I hate to be a killjoy, but...
我不想扫兴，但是我知道我接下来讲的很扫兴。
Yeah, you know they're going to say something that's going to kill the fun.
Yes.
Right? What does it mean when you say, by any chance?
有没有可能，有没有机会 by any chance?
When something is assigned to you, what does that mean?
代表有些事情 assign 给你，指派给你。
And what is a draft?Draft
就是一个草稿或一个初步的一个草稿。
So it's something that is before the finalized version. Okay? So before something is finalized, someone might want to look it over.
Look it over. 查看的意思 check.Or
another way to say that is they might want to proofread it.
所以 proofread it 我们刚刚有讲过，它是用在类似像小说啊、文字上面的复查校对。
Okay? And if something is urgent or is pressing, what does that mean?
Urgent, pressing 都是指情况或事情很急迫的时候。
What is a last minute task?Which
also you can say last second, 最后一刻、最后一秒、最后一分。
And hopefully you don't get any of those before you go on vacation, right?
Yes.
But if you do, make sure that you carry it out. What does that mean?
有点像是带出国做的意思，但其实也不是啊，就是执行的意思。That means you do it.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us the past 2 days, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye-bye.